fun learning a great language, Korean! The theme of today's class is 슬슬 전철역에 갈래요? Shall we go to the train station soon? In today's class, we will learn how to use 으리을래요. This means shall we or be going to or will. And also, we will learn 지요, isn't it or right. After completing today's class, you'll be able to ask opinions of other people like, shall we do something together? Or, this food is really good, isn't it? Let's get through this and pass topic and be the shiny super master of Korean. 그럼 시작할게요. The title of today's conversation is 슬슬 전철역에 갈래요? Tammy and Sangmin are going to take the subway to go back home. But Sangmin seems to be having some trouble. So first, let's listen to the conversation with English subtitles. 그럼 들어보세요.
역시 눈이 왔네요. 슬슬 전철역에 갈래요?
헐, 어떡하죠? 저는 지갑에 1,000원밖에 없어요.
어쩔 수 없네요. 제가 10,000원만 빌려줄까요?
네, 내일 꼭 갚을게요. 전철 시간은 괜찮죠?
어머, 우리 15분밖에 안 남았어요. 빨리 가죠.
Did you understand what kind of problems Sangmin had? Yeah, he did not have enough money, but he had a good friend, Tammy. Now, I will explain the words and phrases while reviewing the conversation one sentence at a time.
역시 눈이 왔네요. 슬슬 전철역에 갈래요?
역시 means as expected. For example, you can use it like this. 역시 당신이었네요. It was you as I expected. This phrase sounds like a line in a criminal drama, doesn't it? Next, 눈이 오다 means to snow, and the word 눈 can also mean eyes. So, 눈이 눈에 들어갔어요 means I got snow in my eyes. It could be a little bit confusing for you in the beginning, right? 눈, eye, and 눈, snow. Now that we learned the phrase 눈이 오다, to snow, let's also take a look at some other basic phrases that are related to describing weather. First, 날씨 is weather, so 날씨가 맑다 means the weather is clear. 날씨가 흐리다 means the weather is cloudy. 안개가 끼다 means it is foggy. And 바람이 불다 means the wind blows. 슬슬 means soon, and the word 전철역 means subway station.
헐, 어떡하죠? 저는 지갑에 1,000원밖에 없어요.
헐 is an exclamation that shows a surprise like, oh my god, in English. Both men and women use this expression. It is similar to 아이고, but 아이고 sounds more like an elderly person. In comparison, young people use 헐 more often. 어떡하죠 means what should I do? 어떡하죠 is a shortened version of 어떻게 하죠. Next, 지갑 is wallet. Here are some relevant words that you often find in a wallet. 돈 is money. 현금 is cash. And 카드 is card. The phrase 밖에 없다 means there is no other. Your beloved ones will be very happy to hear 역시 당신밖에 없어요. After all, you are the only one for me. I am sure he or she will smile back to you.
어쩔 수 없네요. 제가 10,000원만 빌려줄까요?
어쩔 수 없다 means to have no choice. 어쩔 수 없네요 is a present tense, so it has the nuance of there is nothing we can do about it. 만 means only. For example, if I say 오늘만 세일이에요, it means it is on sale only for today. And you can hear this phrase often when you go shopping in Korea.
네, 내일 꼭 갚을게요. 전철 시간은 괜찮죠?
꼭 means must or for sure or definitely. If I say 꼭 전화해줘, it means be sure to call me. Next, 갚다 means to return, repay, pay back. And you can use this when you are returning money. If you say 돈을 갚았습니다, it means I paid back the money.
어머, 우리 15분밖에 안 남았어요. 빨리 가죠.
남다 means to remain or left. So when you say 15분밖에 안 남았어요, it means we have only 15 minutes left. Next, 빨리 is quickly, and the antonym is 천천히, slowly. Now I'll explain today's grammar. Verb plus 리을래요 has two meanings. First, when you use this in the first person tense like I, then you can express your will or intention, such as I will do this. Second, when you use this with the question mark, it means you are asking opinions, thoughts, or intentions of a listener. So it means, would you like to? Shall we? Okay? Attention here! The important part is, you cannot use this grammar with the third person tense, such as he, she, they. Crystal clear? There are two basic patterns. When a stem of verb has a final consonant, you add 을래요. When a stem does not have a final consonant, you add 리을래요. Let's go through them one by one. For verbs with a final consonant, you just need to add 을래요. For example, 여기서 사진을 찍을래요. I will take a picture here. Since this sentence does not have a question mark, you translate it as I will do something. Here, 찍다, to take a photo, has a final consonant. So you add 을래요, and it becomes 찍을래요. I will take a photo. For verbs without a final consonant, you add 리을래요. In the conversation, Tammy said, 슬슬 전철역에 갈래요? Shall we go to the subway station soon? Tammy is asking Sangmin about his opinion, so you translate it as shall we do something? To apply today's grammar, 가다, to go, does not have a final consonant, so you add 리을래요, and it becomes 갈래요. Shall we go? Let's challenge ourselves by taking a short quiz. What goes in the bracket? 저와. Shall we dance? Number 1. 춤출래요? Number 2. 춤추세요. The answer is number 1. 춤추다 means to dance. The stem does not have a final consonant, so you add 리을래요, and it becomes 춤출래요. Since this sentence has a question mark, you translate it as shall we? The whole sentence would be 저와 춤출래요? Shall we dance? How about the next one? 이 자리에 I will sit on this seat. Number 1, 앉을까요? Number 2, 앉을래요. The answer is number 2. 앉다 means to sit, and the stem has a final consonant, so you add 을래요, and it becomes 앉을래요. Since this sentence does not have a question mark, you can translate 앉을래요 as I will sit. The whole sentence would be 이 자리에 앉을래요. I sit on this seat. Let's see the next quiz. 저는 친구 집에서 I will play at my friend's house. Number 1, 널래요. Number 2, 너를 내요. The answer is number 1. 놀다 means to play, and the stem of 놀다 has real final consonant. So you have to think about real irregular. In this case, you add 레요 only and it becomes 놀래요. Since this sentence ends with a period, you understand it as I will play. The whole sentence would be 저는 친구 집에서 놀래요. I will play at my friend's house. Got it? The second grammar is 지요. Korean people use this to confirm something with the listener. So it means isn't it or right in English. Hey Tammy, you told me 네요 as isn't it or right in the previous lesson number 15. Yes, that's right. I am happy that you remember it. As you said, 네요 and 지요 are very similar concepts. While 네요 can express surprise and admiration of the speaker, 지요 is more like reconfirming something with others. Let's see how to use 지요. It is very simple and straightforward. You just need to add 지요 after a stem of verb. In normal conversations, Korean people say 조, which is a shortened version of 지요. For nouns, when a word has a final consonant, you add 이지요. When a word does not have a final consonant, you add 지요. Now, let's look at some examples. In the conversation, 상민 said, 어떡하죠? What should I do? 어떡하다 is the dictionary form of 어떡하죠? As you can see, you simply add 조 after 어떡하다, and it becomes 어떡하죠? Let's look at some other example sentences. 전철 시간은 괜찮죠? Is the subway time okay? Here, 괜찮다, to be okay, is the original form. You add 조 after the stem to make 괜찮죠. Is it okay? Next, let's look at the patterns with nouns. First, I will give you a noun with a final consonant. 저것은 제 우산이죠? That is my umbrella, right? Here, the word 우산 has 니은 final consonant. So you add 이죠 to say 우산이죠. It's an umbrella, right? Next is an example without a final consonant. 약속은 오후 1시죠? The appointment is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Here, 1시 is 1 o'clock. So you add 조 to say 1시죠. It's 1 o'clock, right? Now, let's improve our understanding with a quiz. What goes in the bracket? 남대문 시장은 남대문 market is cheap, isn't it? Number 1, 싸죠. Number 2, 사죠. The answer is number 1. 싸다 is to be cheap. You just add 조 at the end to make 싸죠. The whole sentence would be 남대문 시장은 싸죠. How about the next question? 이 닭갈비는 This 닭갈비 is delicious, right? Number 1, 맛있죠. Number 2, 맛없죠. The answer is number 1. 맛있다 is to be delicious. You add 조 at the stem to make 맛있죠. The whole sentence would be 이 닭갈비는 맛있죠. How about this one? 이 차는 국내산. This tea is domestically made, right? Number 1, 이죠. Number 2, 조. The answer is number 1. 국내산, domestically made, has a final consonant. So you add 이죠 to say 국내산이죠. You can read it like 이 차는 국내산이죠. Okay? Now, let's listen to the conversation again, but this time only in Korean. I think you can hear it much better than in the beginning. 그럼 확인해 보세요.
역시 눈이 왔네요. 슬슬 전철역에 갈래요?
헐, 어떡하죠? 저는 지갑에 1,000원밖에 없어요.
어쩔 수 없네요. 제가 10,000원만 빌려줄까요?
네, 내일 꼭 갚을게요. 전철 시간은 괜찮죠?
어머, 우리 15분밖에 안 남았어요. 빨리 가죠.
How was it? Did you understand a lot? Now it is time to practice reading it aloud. This is one of the few times you can move your mouth, so please do not skip any part and practice with me. 그럼 큰 소리로 읽어보세요.
역시 눈이 왔네요. 슬슬 전철역에 갈래요?
헐, 어떡하죠? 저는 지갑에 1,000원밖에 없어요.
어쩔 수 없네요. 제가 10,000원만 빌려줄까요?
네, 내일 꼭 갚을게요. 전철 시간은 괜찮죠?
어머, 우리 15분밖에 안 남았어요. 빨리 가죠.
Good job today! Please practice it aloud at least 5 times. I'll give you the homework for today's class. There are 2 assignments. For the first homework, please make 2 sentences using the grammar you learned today. For the first sentence, please tell me what you will do after you finish watching this video. For example, 저는 카푸치노 마시고 조금 쉴래요. I will have a cappuccino and rest for a while. Oh, cappuccino, one of my favorite drinks. The second sentence, please ask me if there is anything you want to confirm with me. For example, 토미 선생님, 한국 음식 좋아하죠? Tammy, you like Korean food, right? Yes, I love it. If you don't have any question that comes to mind, just try to make any sentence with 조. Okay? When you finish making sentences, please post them in the comment section of this video. I always feel encouraged when reading your comments. I get so much power from you guys. The second homework is memorizing vocabulary. Please memorize 40 words from 481 to 520 on page 7 of the beginner's vocabulary list. You can take a vocabulary quiz on these 40 words through my website for free. So please try it out. Okay, that's all for today. Nowadays, I receive homework from all over the world, such as India, the Philippines, Bangladesh, and so on. I'm so grateful to have all the dedicated students across the world. I want to go to your country to encourage Korean education in the future. 그럼 오늘도 행복 가득, 웃음 가득한 하루 되세요. 한국어 파이팅 파이팅 파이팅!